Welcome to episode 181 of the Hurricane Mike Show, where today we'll be recapping but not capping of all of the Week 17 outcomes. We have one more week to go, and then it's playoffs. We talking about playoffs, man. But, man, Atlanta, I know they won last night. But did they really? I mean, man, how y'all blow a 21-0 lead, man? I don't care if y'all won the game. How y'all blow a 21-0 lead? I haven't said y'all were going to blow that lead, man. But why did they blow a 21-0 lead, Dad?
Because the Atlanta fail cans suck.
Yeah, I don't care that they won that game, man. Y'all still blew a 21-0 lead. Like, bro, I don't care. I don't care, man.
I'm glad that they won that game, bro. Because I want them going in their last game thinking, they got some hope. They can do some things. They're on a roll, and then they get shut down. Well, actually, they get shut down.
Yeah, the No Chop Podcast 84, a.k.a. Kai the Great in the chat. Saying, Mike and Brother Juan, what's good? How we feel? Man, I'm feeling great, man. Coming off of I believe that's our fourth straight win, man.
4 in a row.
I'm feeling pretty good. And you know what? So last time we played Atlanta, I basically said we're gonna beat Atlanta. You know what? I'm actually gonna pick Atlanta to beat the Saints. You know why? Because every time I pick Atlanta to beat the Saints end up winning. So I don't know. Maybe I should just do that. Maybe every time the Saints play Atlanta, maybe I should just pick Atlanta. Because last year, I remember I picked the Saints in week 4 and Atlanta beat us. Then I'm like, Atlanta's probably gonna sweep us, and then we beat them. So maybe I should just do that. I don't know. Kai said, Brother Warren, I need one of them hat. Man, Kai's trying to get your hat, man. Well, Dad, can you tell him where you got that hat from? So,
my wife got it on Amazon for Christmas. That's the only thing I wanted. I told her I wanted a robe and a cowboy hat, and she came through big time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, hats are definitely in season. Man, let's talk about these Week 17 matchups. Dallas Cowboys going to Washington to beat the Washington Commanders 30-23. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people said the Christmas game sucked this year. I actually thought that they were pretty entertaining. Like the scores may have not been electric. Yeah, the games may have not been like the most fun matchup to watch, but I thought the games, I thought they exceeded my expectations. I'll say that. But how do you feel about the Commanders-Cowboys game? Cowboys with a 30-23 win. How do you feel about it?
I didn't get this hat because I'm a Cowboy fan now. So, no. I'm still a Saints fan, not a Cowboys fan. But anyway, yeah, the Commanders' nightmare season is coming to an end. I mean, there's so many teams that was in the playoffs last year that just had nightmare seasons, and the Commanders are one of them. I mean, they lost their star quarterback for most of the season, so they're just limping to the finish. And the Cowboys doing what the Cowboys do. They're winning a bunch of games that don't matter. So that's where we are with this one.
Yeah. Connor says, what's good, Connor? Oh, another thing. I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but also another thing, Atlanta fans keep saying, well, we're undefeated since we got eliminated from the playoffs. I don't know if y'all know or not, but so are the Saints. But yeah, anyways, back to what we're talking about. Yeah, Cowboys, they came into Washington and they just steamrolled them at first. It was like, 21-3 in the second quarter? And it was just like, yep, this is how this is going to go today. But Josh Johnson, to his credit, he played better than what I thought he was going to play. He wasn't amazing. Deebo Samuel, he was turning on the Jets. Ja'Cory Krosky-Mayer. I mean, the Washington, they played solid, but they just it's just a day where the better team won. That's really what it was. And Cowboys were the better team. They're 7-1. They cut Trevon Diggs earlier today, so we'll see if he ends up going anywhere. But they cut Diggs today, so yeah. And Commanders, well, the pick is in. Let's just say that. All right. Connor said, I need a dirty wall. Well, I hope you find yourself a dirty wall. Next game. The Minnesota Vikings ending the Detroit Lions season with a 23-10 win. I told you, Lions fans. I even made a video telling you how y'all feel about, or how do you feel about this game by the Lions and the Vikings?
Another one of those games where, said before the season the Lions were going to miss the playoffs. Be like, nah, man, they one of the better teams in the NFC.
I said that. I said they were missing the playoffs.
You had them missing the playoffs?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, I didn't. And a lot of other people didn't either. But they do miss their offensive coordinator for last year. He's doing good things in Chicago. So, Vikings ain't going anywhere. Lions ain't going anywhere. They're going to be on the couch with the Falcons and the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, Max Brosmer threw for I think it was net 10 passing yards. The Vikings swept the Lions this season with J.J. McCarthy. Oh, I mean 9. Excuse me, I meant to say 9. And old dude Max Brosmer. And huh? So I even had the Lions winning that game, which would have kept the season alive because the Packers lost to the Ravens. So that would have, if they would have beat Minnesota, then that would be where if they win, the Packers lose. Guess who's in the playoffs? Detroit Lions. But no, they wanted to go get beat by Mr. Max Brosmer. Connor said who the Pelicans play. I know we lost last night to the Knicks. Big shocker. Our next game's tomorrow against the Bulls. Yeah, that game's winnable, but you never know with this team. But yeah, 6:00 Central Time. But yeah, back to this, man. I mean, the Vikings just eliminated Lions. That defense forcing 5 turnovers. That's what got them over the top, and also 5 sacks. Or no, my bad, 6 turnovers and 5 sacks. It was crazy. Connor said Nickelodeon. Okay, I don't know what Nickelodeon got to do with this. But okay, I'm just so confused. Vikings though got a win to basically eliminate the Lions. So yeah. Next up, we got the Denver Broncos going to Arrowhead Stadium to play the Kansas City Chiefs, where the Broncos picked up a 20-13 victory over the Chris Aladukin-led Chiefs team. How do you feel about this game?
Aladukin passed the ball for 66 yards in the game. He looked pretty good. No, he didn't. He didn't get much of a chance in this game, actually, because they only had the ball for 20 minutes. Let me explain something. A football game is 60 minutes. You only had the ball on your offense for 20 minutes. That's not good. That means Denver drove the ball up and down the field, converting a lot of third downs, getting a lot of first down, and you just didn't have a lot of opportunity with the ball. I mean, the guy passed the ball. Let's see. I was just looking at this. It looks crazy. Yeah, Oladukin passed the ball 22 times. They ran the ball 19 times. That's not a whole lot of opportunity, but you still passed the ball for 66 yards, dude. 3-point yards, 3 yards completion. So, I mean, you're not pushing the ball down the field at all. Maybe he'll be a good quarterback one day. But the Denver Broncos did what the Denver Broncos have been doing all season, winning one-score football games, even when they're so much better than their opponent. So I don't feel too good about the Broncos in the playoffs. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, I don't think that's a recipe for success, to be honest. Connor said MTV Studios. Tyler Wigg said, love your Cowboys hat. LOL, 50 points to the Dirty Birds this weekend. Go Saints to that. Amen. Yeah. I mean, if we put 50 on Atlanta, that would just be a cup. That would be like having just like the best, man. Like, you can't tell us nothing. Man, you cannot tell me. Bro, I'm pretty sure the Saints, the vibes here are like better vibes than some of the teams in the playoffs right now. Like the Eagles, I think we have more I think we have better vibes than them. I think we got better vibes than the Packers right now. bro. Like the Saints, we have playoff vibes right now. And Connor said Nick Joseph is the GOAT. Okay. But yeah, Broncos with the win. Bo Nix throws a late touchdown to win the game basically. And the defense finished them off. Chris Oladuka, I ain't gonna lie, he didn't play bad. He didn't. Okay, well, he didn't play good either. But like, there were some plays in there where it's like, okay, he's not bad. Like there was one play where this dude fumbled the ball, picked it up, and threw a first down to Juju. So I mean, we definitely saw some flashes out of Chris Oladuka. Connor said thought the Starlight was a monster. Okay. But yeah, Broncos get a much needed win as they're still trying to clinch the 1 seed, as crazy as that sounds. Let's get on to Saturday football. The Houston Texans with a 20-16 win over the Los Angeles Chargers to put the Texans officially in the playoffs, and this ended the Colts season. And also, Phillip Rivers is officially done as he is not playing Week 18. Sad. Crazy. So, how do you feel about Texans Chargers?
Well, like we've been saying all year long, I think the Texans got one of the better defenses in the league, and they showed up Saturday against the Chargers and shut them down pretty much. And so the Chargers are gonna be a tough team in the playoffs. I really look forward to them. They could win a game or two, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Tyler Wigg said Drew Brees is in the Hall of Fame finalists for 15. They'll announce it during Super Bowl week. He'll easily be first ballot win. Yeah, I even saw it when it released earlier. Thanks to Connor Great 84. Shout out to him. Who's in the chat right now, and I'm gonna get to this comment in a second. But yeah, I saw when he posted, and I was like, cool. I mean, like it wasn't like let's go. I mean, I knew Drew Brees was gonna be in there. It was like not a shock. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of Falcon fans, my bad. I'm pretty sure a lot of Atlanta fans knew Drew Brees was going to be in there. So it's like it wasn't a shock to me, and if it was a shock to anybody. In fact, I was watching a video by Jay Willie Silly, shout out to him, and he was live, and some guy in his chat said Drew Brees isn't a Hall of Famer. Not even first ballot. He just said Drew Brees isn't a Hall of Famer. And Jay literally looked at this dude and he's like, huh? Okay, and then he literally didn't even talk to that guy because that's how dumb that was. So yeah. Kai said Texans got that on lock. Their defense. Oh yeah, their defense is like probably at least top 2 or 3. Like their defense is like whoever plays them in the first round of the playoffs. Whoo! It's gonna be you're gonna have to out defense the Texans or you ain't winning. Currently, the Texans are the 7th seed. They're the 5th seed since Buffalo lost, so they're the 5th seed. So they would play the 4 seed, who's currently the 4 seed is going to be the Steelers or Ravens. That's going to be determined Sunday night. Oh man, yeah, I think Texans they're winning that first round matchup between either Pittsburgh or Baltimore. Like DK Metcalf, if they play the Steelers, DK Metcalf, he's most likely going to be back, but like he's going to be rusty probably. And if you play the Ravens, who knows if Lamar's even going to be in there? So like Texans might have a cakewalk in the first round, but we'll see. Go subscribe to my boy Carter Gray 84, man. Put that out amazing Saints content, Pelicans content, draft coverage whenever the draft goes around. So go sub up to my boy Carter Gray 84. He's at 95 subscribers now? Something like that. So get this man to 100. But yeah, Texans get the win. Both of these teams are already in the playoffs. They're just fighting for seeding at this point, but I mean, we'll see if these two teams play again in the playoffs. It's not likely because they're both wildcard teams, but I mean, you never know. Next up, Baltimore Ravens with a domination of the Green Bay Packers, 41-24. Ravens are not out of it yet, and the Packers, well, they are locked into the 7th seed. So I doubt they play any starters on Sunday. So because they're locked. Like if they win, they are going to be the 7th seed. If they lose, they're going to be the 7th seed, no matter who does what. So, how do you feel about this Ravens-Packers game?
How I feel is that Derrick Henry had one of those grown man games, boy. I mean, a week after he wasn't used down the stretch, or was it 2 weeks after? I don't know. But now they've realized they have to feed him the ball. I mean, they've been telling John Harbaugh all week, you have to feed him the ball. And, see what happens when you feed him the ball. Let the big dog eat, and he ate a lot. So he they doubled up the Packers, and so Lamar still out. Tyler Huntley did enough. 107 yards passing, not a whole lot, but he did enough. All you have to do is hand it to Derrick Henry when he's eating. That's all you have to do as the quarterback.
Absolutely. I mean, Derrick Henry, this is a game, Malik Willis went down. A lot of Atlanta fans are saying, sign Malik Willis, sign Malik Willis, sign Malik Willis. I mean, you had a chance to draft this dude, but you chose Desmond Ridder. So, just saying. But yeah, Derrick Henry, 206. This man ran the ball 36 times for 216 yards and 4 touchdowns. The man got into the end zone 4 times. He scored more touchdowns than the Packers did. So, as a team, so Derrick Henry, he single-handedly destroyed the Packers' Christmas. But we'll see if he can do that on Sunday night, where that's going to be the big game, which I would have personally put the Steelers-Ravens on Saturday night and had the Seahawks 49ers Sunday night, because I understand you probably don't want the 49ers on it back-to-back weeks, but it's that's the matchup for the number 1 seed. I'm sorry, but the AFC North matchup, you don't even know if Lamar Jackson's going to be in there, and that Sunday night, okay. I would have had that Saturday night, but I'm glad that the NFC number 1 seed matchup's on primetime, but I would have had NFC matchup on Sunday night, because you want to end the regular season on that, not whatever the Ravens Steelers going to do. But Kai said Derrick Henry went ballistic. The Ravens got to let him cook next game if they want to get. Yeah, you don't know. I think Lamar might play. I know TJ Watt's trying to play, which you're probably gonna need Lamar. But if Derrick Henry can do this, and hey, the Packers, their defense ain't bad. So the fact that he was able to do this to the Packers defense, maybe he could do the same thing to Pittsburgh, who, they might have TJ Watt, they might not. They might have some guys in there that the Steelers might get guys back from injury. I don't know what their injury report's looking like, but Jalen Ramsey's over there, TJ Watt. We'll see what happens on Sunday night. But yeah, Ravens get the much-needed win to keep their season alive. And next one, woo-wee, Cincinnati Bengals putting it on the Arizona Cardinals, winning this one 37-14. Bengals 6-10, Cardinals 3-13, and my boy Kyle Phelps, shout out to him. He Bengals fan, and he said, "Man, I swear, if we finish with the same record as the Saints," which honestly might happen. Now the Atlanta game. Look, I know we love to talk crap about Atlanta, but that's not a guaranteed win. Okay, Atlanta, they're playing hard right now, just like the Saints are. So, I know we love crapping over Atlanta, but we just gotta, take it slow a little bit. But hey, the Bengals, they play the Browns this week, so they should beat the Browns, But how do you feel about the Bengals' 37-14 win over the 3-13 Cardinals?
I want to know when the Bengals got a defense, boy. Their defense showed up. This probably was the best defensive performance of the year for them. Jacoby Brissett did pass the ball around a little bit, but the Bengals totally shut down the running game. Cardinals only ran for 42 yards. So if you could do that, and Joe Burrow's cooking, throwing 300 passing yard games, there's no reason why the Bengals can't get to where the Bengals were, the last couple of years. I know they lost Burrow for half the season or whatever, and the defense has been a disaster all year until now. So so Bengals got it going. You see with the offense and defense, when they're cooking together, what it looks like, they're a very dominant team, but their problem is they can't put it all together, every single game.
Yeah, Bengals with the 37-14 win over the Cardinals. Jamar Chase had 2 tutties, which definitely helped Cincinnati pull this one out. But even without that, they probably win this game by ease. The Cardinals, there's been – hold up. There was a stat. Hold on. I want to pull this up. Y'all won't be able to see it, but the Cardinals this season started 2-0. 2-0. Only 2-0 teams. Cardinals started 2-0. I repeat, 2-0. And look at their record now. It's like, what happened? Like, I understand Kyler Murray got injured or whatnot, but I just don't. Like, these are the teams that started 2-0. Like, these are the teams that started 2-0 to finish with 9 wins. Started 2-0 to finish with 3 wins. The Texans did it. The Texans did it, or at least I think. I don't know. I don't know where the teams are at, but I know the Texans were one of them, I think. I don't know. But the fact is, the Cardinals are now among one of 3 teams to start 2-0 and have 3 wins. So, yeah, and one of the wins that they started 2-0 was against us. You know, they beat the Saints and the Panthers first 2 games, and then I forgot who the third one was against, but I know, it was crazy. All right, Tyler Wiggs said Jim Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin, loser that get eliminated. Well, it's John Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh's the coach of the Chargers. So John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin, loser that get eliminated, should be fired from their head coach position. Lamar and Harbaugh is very stale at this point. There's a lot of reports saying Lamar doesn't want to be there. Lamar wants to be a Dolphin. Lamar plays video games now. It's like, I'm not in the Ravens locker room, so I can't say if all that's true or not. Obviously Harbaugh backed it up saying that's not true, but we'll see. This is one of those things we'll just have to wait and see. Next game, which saved the season of the Ravens, is the Cleveland Browns beating the Pittsburgh Steelers 13-6. How do you feel about this one?
Every now and then I see a game where something just doesn't smell right. You know what I mean? Like, you just know things aren't on the up and up. And this is one of those games. It benefits the NFL for the Ravens Steelers next week to be winner take all. And that's the only thing I can see that went on here. There was a couple questionable calls earlier in the game, but for the Steelers to lose to the Browns, it just doesn't smell right. I think something very sinister is at play here.
Yeah. Tyler Wiggs said the fans from the Steelers are going crazy on Mike Tomlin. Yeah, the reason that they're doing that is because they demand excellence, and that's what every fan base should do. You should want, I'm sorry, but going 9-8, 10-7 every year and getting first or second round in the playoffs, that's not a recipe for success. Steelers haven't won a playoff game since, 2016, 2017? 2015, something like they haven't won they've been relevant but not relevant at the same time. It's they are they are literally the most consistent team of all time. Like, everybody before the season's ceiling's 10-7, floor is 9-8. Just got to pick one at this point. It's the Steelers. A couple years ago, in 2022, Steelers started 2-7, and they still finished 9-8. So Mike Tomlin will die with a winning record. So yeah, but this game, do you think the Steelers are just trying to be petty, and they weren't even focused on the win, and they were just trying to make sure Myles Garrett did not get the single season sack record? Do you think they were just trying to be petty?
Maybe. I can see that.
Yeah. That's definitely that does sound
petty. But if I'm a team, I don't think there's anything wrong with you're not breaking the record against me. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't. I don't think Mike Tomlin's the guy to just throw away games, but I do think he is the guy that would say, just not us. Don't let Myles Garrett get the sack record. But it'll be so crazy if Myles Garrett doesn't even get another sack, man. It's bro, what? But yeah. Next game, let's talk about these. New Orleans Saints picking up a 34 26th win over the Tennessee Titans, 4 in a row for your men in black and gold, for the good guys. And the Titans, man, y'all fought hard, but not hard enough. How you feel about this one?
Well, like we said yesterday, it was a tale of two halves. I mean, Titans and their defense really controlled the first half action, but Kellen Moore and the coaching staff, made some adjustments at halftime. And in the second half, it was a different game. I mean, we controlled the tempo. We went tempo. We did a lot of no huddle offense, and that's when Tyler Shuck is at his best, I think. So, and the defense showed up and made some stops when they had to make some stops, and just a great overall win. I mean, there's a team win, showed that we can come back from adversity and finish strong.
Yeah. I don't know if we went over this yesterday, but the Saints averaged 8.1 yards per play. 8. And you always start with 10 yards, and then you go from there. You always start with 1st and 10. So they are averaging 8 of those 10 yards a play. And also, another thing, and you remember the Christmas game against the Vikings, when the Saints were like 11-4 and the Vikings were like 6-10 or whatever, or like 6-9. You remember that game on Christmas? Alvin Kamara had 6 touchdowns.
Yep.
They did not average 8.1 yards per play there. They did not average 8.1 yards per play there. Last season, when we put up 47 against Carolina, they didn't even average 8.1 yards per play. But then we scored 44 against Dallas. They didn't average 8.1 yards per play. So we talk about winning sloppy. The first half was sloppy, but we still got like 400 yards. Like, if that's sloppy, if that's considered a sloppy game for us now, I'll take it. I mean, bro, like back in October, November, we would do anything for a win. But now it's like all we know is winning. We're on top of the world right now. Connor said, Tyler, you hate the Ravens and Steelers. Well, I don't think Tyler said he hated the Steelers or the Ravens. He was just pointing out that Mike Tomlin might have to go. Kai said it was a different vibe in the second half. Tyler Shuck was Shucktastic. Chris Olave having a Pro Bowl year. Audric Estime was the unsung hero, and our defense played lights out. Yeah, that's another thing. We want to talk about how good Shuck's been, and yes, he's been good. I'm not denying he hasn't been. Tyler Shuck has been unbelievable. I didn't hate the pick at the time, but I wasn't like on my knees being like, "Let's go, we got Tyler Shuck." But now, whoo, man, this dude, bro. Like, just think about how far we have come. Let's look, ever since Drew Brees retired, and I've been saying this for weeks. Just imagine the fairy tale ending. Drew Brees, like Tyler Shuck wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, the same day Drew Brees goes into the NFL Hall of Fame. It will go full circle. Look at the quarterbacks we have had since Drew Brees left. Jameis Winston, Trevor Siemian, Ian Book, Andy Dalton, Derek Carr, what's his name? Jay Kaner, Spencer Rattler. And now it leads us this man, the myth, the legend, Tyler Shuck. But yeah. Well, Connor's talking about the Bruins. I mean, that's cool. I don't watch hockey, so that's. Is Bruins a hockey or a baseball team?
Hockey.
Hockey, okay, yeah, well, I don't know. Sorry.
Boston Bruins.
Yeah. Tyler said, Connor, not true. I'm not disrespecting Steelers and Ravens. I'm just saying whoever loses in Week 18 this week needs to be fired. I mean, that's I don't really know. I mean, I've been saying this for years. Harbaugh, I feel like should have been fired like 2 years ago. I was saying this, I mean, maybe not 2 years ago, but I was saying this after last year when they played the Chiefs in Week 1 and they lost that game. I was saying, a lot of people were talking about Isaiah Likely, and I understand, but I was saying John Harbaugh, that was a poorly coached game by him.
I can see I can see Harbaugh getting the axe if he loses next week, but I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers have the guts to fire a head coach. I really don't. I think they're going to let him go out on his terms.
Yeah, what happened to the coach before Tomlin? Did he get fired or did he just retire?
He retired. That was Cowher, right?
Yeah, because like I remember he won a Super Bowl like a couple years before Tomlin got there. So.
He won a Super Bowl and then went in the TV.
Yep. Connor said the Sugar Bowl's in 2 days. Yeah, college football. I think the second round of the playoffs start tomorrow.
Which is a joke, by the way. I mean, how do you have the first round of the playoffs and then, a 2-week break, Christmas and New Year's break, then we end up, the quarterfinals. That whole system is a joke, bro. They need to really do something. I mean, the college national championship shouldn't be in no February or close to February. I mean, that is way too long.
I mean, well, the championship's January. That's gonna be January 19th. But yeah. I mean, I was even thinking that. But maybe they just won it on maybe they just won it on like a New Year's tradition. Maybe that's why. Because I think they did this last year too. Maybe they just won it on like a New Year's. But that's just my theory. Who do we even have tomorrow? What games are tomorrow? Is that?
I think the Miami one. Miami's tomorrow. I heard them talking about it today.
What? Well, clearly the Sugar Bowl is 2 days from now, but I don't even know who's playing in the Sugar Bowl. I just look at the games. I don't look at the bowls. Tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Brother. What is this? Okay, so tomorrow it's going to be Miami and Ohio State. And Thursday it's going to be Oregon, Texas Tech, Alabama, Indiana, and Ole Miss, Georgia. So Thursday we have a triple header. Tomorrow's just that one game. So okay. All right. Tyler Wick has a question for the both of us. He said, "How would I feel?" Question for the both of you. How would you feel if they decided to add 16 or even a 24-team bracket? Then I'll start with you. If college football is like, you know what, let's expand beyond 12. How would you feel about a 16 to 24 team bracket?
If they started at the end of November, I'm good with it. Wait until New Year's to start a 20-team thing. No, that's way too long. I mean, December and January is for the NFL, bro. Not college football. College should be over and done with by then.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually like it. Because think about because I remember when it was like a 4-team playoff, a lot of people felt upset because that's just not a playoff to me, at least. Playoff, I understand, well then it's just going to be all like most of the SEC. Okay, I mean, tell these conferences to get better or get lost. Like, that's the only reason. Like, the reason that they expanded the 12-team playoffs is because so it couldn't be all SEC. Because they try to diminish the conference of the SEC. Like, they keep on trying to say SEC ain't top dog. But the thing is, if SEC wasn't, if the only reason that SEC isn't back, just look at it. Ever since the college football landscape left the 14 playoff, you notice how SEC teams haven't been winning? Like, everybody said, well, hey, Ohio State, they won back-to-back, and Michigan won the year before. Yeah, I mean, okay, Michigan won in the 14 playoff, but, they are just trying to get the spotlight on them. I'm just saying. So I actually like a 2014 playoff or whatever they end up going. I think it would probably be more likely if it's a 16. I know they've been talking about doing a 16, but I'm going more football. Next, Jacksonville Jaguars. But hold on, Connor said I'm in the country. Something. Wish we could turn back time. Travis Handy. All right. I think you were just quoting a song, but okay. Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Indianapolis Colts 23-17. Jaguars move on to 12-4. Colts dropped to 8-8. And yeah, Connor said, Alberto, yes, yeah, I'm here. All right, I'll be out there. How do you feel about Jaguars Colts?
Jaguars are pretty, they're rolling right now. They, on a good little streak. Trevor Lawrence is throwing the ball. They're actually running the ball. I mean, they're gonna be a tough out for anybody. And yet, it's, I don't know if Philip Rivers is coming back next year, but that'd be fun if he tries it.
Yeah, I mean, Philip Rivers, I mean, he's not – I know he's not playing Week 18. They already shut him down. There's going to be playing Riley Leonard. But it's like – I mean, he didn't even – like, he was not – like, he definitely deserved to win that Seattle game. He deserved to win that – probably even that 49ers game. But, yeah, I mean, he just didn't play bad through his, 3 games they started. Next, the Miami Dolphins, who are now 7-9, beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 7-9. Dolphins won 20-17, and the Buccaneers, not only do they have to beat the Panthers on Saturday, but now they need the Saints to beat Atlanta for the Buccaneers to go to the playoffs. So how do you feel about this Dolphins-Buccaneers game?
Buccaneers. How do you lose to the Dolphins, Buccaneers? How do you lose to a Quinn Ewers-led Dolphins team? I mean, didn't the Bucs start off this year 6-2?
They did.
And now they're here 7-9. So what is that, like 1-7 down the stretch? 1-6, something like that. Yeah, so they're not heading in the right direction. And now they have to win the last game and have some help from the Saints. I don't see it happen. I think the Panthers are representing the NFC South in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, the Buccaneers, they were 6-2 after they beat the Saints. And then let's look at this. They lost to the Patriots, lost to the Bills, got blown out by the Rams, so they beat the Cardinals, lost to the Saints, lost to the Falcons, lost to the Panthers, and then lost to the Dolphins. So there were only one win came against the Cardinals. Tyler Wiggs said, I don't give a F who wins the NFC. They'll get a belt to A in the wild card straight up. What you talking about, the NFC South? Yeah, I mean, the winner of the NFC South has to play the 5th seed. And like I said last time, the NFC South, they get the guaranteed 4th spot. It's just like how college football does the group of 5 and like the 20th ranked team that wins their conference gets like the automatic 11th or 12th spot. Well, the NFC South are that team. They just claim the 4th spot in the NFC. Like, that's basically what they do. But like the 5th seed, I think, is currently the 49ers right now. So it's either going to be 49ers or Seattle because they're playing Saturday night for it. So yeah, it's probably going to be rough. That's why I would rather be a Saints fan than a Panthers or Buccaneers fan right now. Because yeah, if you win this division, good for y'all. But y'all ain't going far in the playoffs. But the Saints, they have time to recuperate and get talent. And this team doesn't even need that much talent. We just need to fix a couple things, and we'll be in the playoffs by as early as next year, and definitely the year after that. But yeah, Dolphins beat the Bucs. Good for them. Next, the New England Patriots, man, stomped on the Jets and put them into an early grave as the Patriots won 42-10. How do you feel about it?
And the Jets did Jets things. And I'm making my prediction right now. Drake May MVP after his 5-touchdown performance against the Jets.
Yeah, we'll definitely make our predictions for the awards like on a stream whenever the award finalists come out. But yeah, I think, especially after how Stafford played last night, I think it's probably going to Drake May. He had 5 touchdowns. I'm pretty sure all of them. If like he had I'm pretty sure all of his touchdowns came in like the first half. So it's like this man, the man just looked at the Jets as a person who looked at a Thanksgiving dinner. He was like, man, okay, I want you, I want you, I want you. Like he was just picking them apart bit by bit. Patriots went 42-10. Drake May threw a career high 5 touchdown passes. And the Patriots clinched the AFC East with a loss by Buffalo to the Eagles. The Eagles beat the Bills, which clinched the AFC East for the New England Patriots. So they're back, I guess. Patriots win. And the Jets are the Jets are that team. They were just chosen to suffer for years. Next game, Seattle Seahawks beating the Carolina Panthers 27-10. Seattle's now 13-3, and the Panthers are 8-8. And I predicted the Seahawks to go to the NFC Championship this season before the season even started, so I might get that right. I had them losing to the Commanders, though, which we don't gotta talk about. But how do you feel about Seahawks Panthers?
Well, this is just what we was talking about. I think the Panthers are going to win the NFC South. Then they'll probably get the Seahawks or the 49ers. And, as you see, the Seahawks just dog stomped the Panthers in Carolina. So you can probably expect this in the wild card round of the playoffs. The Panthers, no, it'll be in Carolina again, and the Seahawks just won there. So, maybe another dog stomping, in about 3 weeks.
Yep, the Seahawks beat the Panthers. Yeah, this is the 6th straight win for the Seattle Seahawks. However, the Seahawks still need to beat the 49ers Saturday night for that number 1 seed, which I still don't understand how it's Saturday night, but you know what? It's fine. Seahawks, man. I mean the Panthers, man. Like, Tedero McMillan before the week was favored to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, right over Tyler Shuck. And McMillan did not disappoint, man. He had a great game, like probably the best. He probably won Offensive Rookie of the Year after his 1 reception for 5 yards, man. Good job, McMillan. Trash, man. Like, you remember when every Saints fan and their mama wanted Tedero McMillan? Man, it's like, he's obviously good enough to be in the Offensive Rookie of the Year discussion. But I'm happy with our past draft. Tyler Wiggs said Matt Stafford just fell off a cliff for whatever reason. What happened to him? 3 interceptions to the fail cans is embarrassing to me. Don't sleep on Drake May if he makes a run in the AFC. I don't know if the Patriots are Super Bowl caliber just yet because they're like the Broncos. Like the Patriots haven't really played any great teams. But Patriots, though, I will say this. Stafford, I'm not going to say he fell off a cliff. He just fell off a cliff because I wanted him to beat Atlanta yesterday. And for some reason, whenever I need the Rams to win a game or whenever I want the Rams to win a game, they go out there and they play like the Las Vegas Raiders. But whenever I want the Rams to lose a game, they go out and win the Super Bowl. So I don't – why? They hear me. Like, they're like, oh, shoot, he wants us to win this game. Let's have Matthew Stafford start playing like Nathan freaking Peterman. But yeah, Seahawks get the win. Good for them. Tank Bowl City. New York Giants, the Las Vegas Raiders have won the Tank Bowl after losing to the Giants 34-10. How you feel about this one? Because both teams played to lose, but the Raiders played harder.
The Giants played to lose, and they won by 24 points. So that's how bad the Raiders are. And Geno Smith, even Kenny Pickett got into the game, threw the ball around a little bit. They're just that bad. But yeah, Tank Bowl, they're not going to be in the playoffs. There's nothing else to say here. Just good job, Raiders, tanking. Giants, y'all need to do better. Y'all need to tank a little better. This winning these games and stuff, that's pissing off y'all fans. Come on now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I was a Giants fan, I might have been happy with this game, but it's like, I'm a Saints fan, so I'm just rolling with what they're saying. Tank Bowl, yay! But yeah, we kind of knew that both of these teams were going to try. Like the amount of players they put on IR for whatever reason, it's like, like Jameis Winston started fighting guys on the sideline. It was like, man, they were just out there just for the vibes. Giants creamed them. Raiders, they didn't even try. I mean, Fernando Mendoza, I will say, he does look clean in the Raiders uniform. So I hope you start learning where all the gambling spots at, Mendoza, because you're gonna be taught real soon. Next game, Philadelphia Eagles pulled one out in Buffalo, beating the Bills 13-12. How you feel about it?
Well, yeah, it's good. Congratulations, Eagles. Y'all got a 1-point game, but this was a game. I don't know if you watched the game, but it was played in pouring rain.
Well, I watched it.
Yeah, the Bills. I don't know if Josh Allen just can't throw a wet ball or something, but they didn't look very good, and the Eagles did just enough to survive the downpour and win a 1-point victory. The Bills had a chance with a 2-point conversion late. He had a guy wide open. I don't know, just slipped out his hand or something. A bad pass. Eagles win.
Yeah, Eagles. I mean, they just. Did you know that the Eagles did not even complete a pass in the second half?
It doesn't surprise me.
Like, they literally threw 0 completions in that entire second half. And it's like, hold on, Tyler Wigg said, Pete Carroll needs to go ASAP. Max Crosby needs to get the F out of here. They need more draft picks to build this future. Going to be a long year for the piss poor Raiders. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, Pete Carroll, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he had success with Seattle, but he's just not a guy. Pete Carroll's not a guy where I would want to lead a rebuild. Like, Pete Carroll, he needs a solid foundation to be successful. Like, I don't know if that's the Raiders. Like, maybe younger Carroll maybe could have worked out with the Raiders, but not now. But anyways, back to this. Seahawks win. I mean, not Seahawks. Eagles win. Wrong bird team, but they beat the Bills 13-12. This was just a game where it's like Josh Allen, he sold him at the end. I mean, the guy was wide open. Like, and Brandon Cooks, man, don't think I forgot about you. So you want to play like, man, you want to play like you got freaking brick for hands, and you want to play like you can't even run when you're over here. But you go to Buffalo, and you're like, you know what? I'm actually going to catch you for 100 yards today. It's like, man, that would have been great 5 weeks ago when you were on a different team, but no. Tyler Wigg said Josh Allen has no team around him. Got to go somewhere else to have a better chance for the Bills. Defense is old and not going to Super Bowl this year. That's another thing, but it's like Josh Allen is one of the main reasons why the Bills didn't win on Sunday. It's like, and the fact that they were down 13-0, even going into the fourth quarter, is like, you need a miracle to win, and they got the miracle. But Josh Allen, I mean, I just don't know how to think about him. Like, he's great, and but then there's games like this where it's like he's just not fluid. I don't know if it was because of the rain. I don't know if it was because the Eagles had a good defense. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't great for Josh Allen. But yeah, I mean, the Bills, shout out to them trying to make the comeback. It was all for naught. As Eagles win 13-12, and they're probably going to, I mean, if the Bears lose and Eagles win, I think the Eagles have 2 seeds. So, yeah. So the Eagles are either playing the 7th or the 6th seed in round 1. Next game, San Francisco 49ers put up 42 points. Bears put up 38. But 42 is greater than 38, so the 49ers did indeed win. So how you feel about it?
I mean, this was a great game, back and forth. A lot of offense being played, very little defense being played, and the 49ers got the better of them, and could be a future matchup in the playoffs, and hopefully we'll have another good game.
Yeah. I mean, Brock Purdy, I mean, he had a great game. So did Caleb. And the Bears could have scored that final play. Like, that was not a difficult throw for Caleb to make. He just underthrew it a little bit. That could have been a touchdown. But it is whatever. I mean, both teams. I don't know if both teams are capable of winning it all this year because of that defense. Like, you need to stop teams from scoring to win games, but we'll just see. Charlie Wick said, Mike, no Eagles defense coming close on the last play on a 2-point play. The receiver didn't try hard to make the play. Well, that's okay. So, Josh Allen, I mean, I disagree with that. Like, the receiver was wide open. Like, he couldn't, like, if Josh Allen just threw it a little bit on the money, like, even, like, he overthrew him. So, I mean, could the receiver maybe have ran faster? Yeah, but he was wide open. All Josh Allen had to do was throw it, but like throw it to the hands, and he threw it incredibly. Like that's not on anybody but Josh Allen. Like, you can't blame the receiver for that. Like, the Eagles defense wasn't playing good on that 2-point play, which is exactly why Josh Allen needs to hit that throw. You know, like we give Josh Allen credit. We also got to give him criticism when he deserves it. Kai said that was a shootout between the Bears and 49ers. Very little defense, but a whole lot of – yeah, that's another thing. It was a great game. But Dennis Allen, man, your defense gave up 42 points. Whew. I tried telling people Dennis Allen is not the best defensive mind in football, but no. I tried telling y'all, Bears fans. I was just talking about this Monday night game. Rams lose to the Falcons 27-24. How you feel about it?
Well, I was happy to see them blow a 21-point lead. I mean, I was hoping that the Rams would finish it off, but, you know, they came up short. Just like you said, when I root for the Rams, when I want them to win, you know, they always lay an egg for me. I don't know what's the problem. They must don't like people named Mike. I don't know.
I mean, just look at it. I mean, 2021, we needed the Rams to beat the 49ers so the Saints go to the playoffs. And guess what? Rams lose that game. 2022, we needed the Rams to beat the Buccaneers so the Saints could have a chance to win the division. Rams go ahead and lose that game. And then now you got, like, I even wanted the Rams to beat the 49ers earlier in the season. And yet, then they lost that game. It's like, man, the Rams always find a way, man. They're like, man, you want us to win? Well, no. And also, look, I can't believe I'm about to defend Atlanta right now. Rams fans, I want to say this. To all those Rams fans that are crying saying, P.I., y'all don't have a right. Not a right to complain about no pass interference calls till the end of time. I don't want to hear it.
I understand what you're saying with the no call and all, but last night, that Monday night game, that was P.I., man. Come on. That was P.I. He grabbed his arm and pulled it down. That's P.I.
It was P.I. But look, and hey, I wanted them to throw the flag because it's against Atlanta. But they can't be crying over it now. They can't be crying over it. Nope. They can't be doing it.
That one-handed catch by Puka Nacua, that was a catch, man. I know it came out a little bit, but give that man that catch, man. That was a great effort. Give him the catch.
Yeah. Tyler Wiggs said Brock Purdy's the real deal, but Caleb looks amazing too. Going to be an interesting playoff run in the NFC and weird in the AFC. Someone will beat the Eagles. Time for a new matchup. Yeah, we'll just see. Kai said the Falcons had no business winning that game. That catch by Puka Nacua was clearly a catch, but them birds pay them refs off at the last minute for them to secure the win. Like, look, yeah, I mean, it was kind of like, in the moment, like, what is a catch? Like, this is the game we always play. What is a catch? What is a catch? Now, I'm going to be honest. Technically, by the letter of the law, that is an incomplete pass. But I don't care. It's against the Falcons. You got to cheat them every time you can. They should get nothing. They should be cheated every game.
I agree.
That's my take. Like, yes, by the letter of the law, it is an incomplete pass. But that don't mean you call it incomplete. Like, are you dumb? We're supposed to make the Falcons lose. So why bro, I literally said when they were down 21-0, watch, the Rams are going to come back and win. And they almost did. And guess what? Also, Matthew Stafford, I got to talk to this guy. Matthew Stafford. This dude, he thinks he's funny. This man, an MVP level quarterback. Every single game. The man wanted to blow out the Saints whenever we played earlier in the season. He just wanted to go crazy. But I want this man to beat Atlanta. This man throws 3 interceptions. One was a pick six. Another one was almost a pick six. And this man, I don't know if you know, but at the end of the game, before the PI should have been called, he had a wide open touchdown, which would have won him the game. And this dude just missed him.
He was just throwing it up there yesterday, man. I don't know what the deal was. Just throwing helicopter passes, looking like Brett Favre or something.
Yeah. Tyler Wick said that no call PI. I'm talking about it. I mean, yeah, look. But hey, Rams fans, I don't want to hear y'all crying about no PI call. I don't care if the NFC Championship game was 7, 8, 9, 1,000 years ago. Y'all don't get no sympathy for me. Y'all don't get no sympathy. Kai said Puka had both of his feet in bounds and he secured a catch all the way to the ground, and they called it incomplete. The field games definitely got the refs in their back pocket. Like, that's another thing. I mean, yeah, look, Puka Nacua, the reason that they called it incomplete is because he lost possession for a minute, and yes, he did regain possession. But the reason that they called it incomplete is because when he regained possession, then that's when he started going out of bounds. Look, I feel like it was a 50-50 call. I don't think it was as blatant as a lot of other missed calls. Like that PI, I feel like it was blatant. But I mean, Puka, I mean, it really shouldn't even have came down to that. I mean, like Matthew Stafford had a wide open touchdown, which would have won them the game. But Stafford just being a choke artist. But I guarantee you, watch him win the Super Bowl this year. Why? Because I don't want him to win the Super Bowl. So watch him go win the Super Bowl now. Because now he just wants to piss me off. Like, any chance he can.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it's funny that in 2021, Sean McVay never blew a second-half lead in his career with the Rams, but then they lose a game that they were up 17-0 when the Saints season's on the line? Anyways, before we get out of here, let's talk NFL playoff picture. And all the scenarios for teams to clinch. Most of the spots already been clinched. But there's still some spots up for grabs, mainly the 4 seeds. In fact, I think the 4 seeds for both conferences are the only spots up for grabs. I mean, spots in the playoffs are up for grabs, but like, there's no other team that can get in as the 7th seed now. If you're in the playoffs, if you're not the 4th seed, you're most likely in the playoffs already. So you want to start with the AFC or the NFC first, Pops?
AFC.
All right, let's do that then. Well, Tyler Wiggs said, remember the Rams when they got the no call? Remember the Rams when they got the no call PI that beat the Saints? Remember that, fans? Yeah, I mean, look, the Rams fans, I'm not going to lie, there are some Rams fans that actually admit, but there's other fans where they're like, I mean, did they call it? It's like, okay. But then I remember a couple of years ago when they played the Lions in the wildcard round, they kept saying, man, the Lions are cheating, playing dirty, where are the flags at? And I was like, get over it. Get over it. But yeah. AFC playoffs. Currently, the 1 seed is the Denver Broncos at 13-3. They already clinched the playoff spot. The Broncos have to beat the Chiefs to clinch, or no, not the Chiefs. They have to beat the Chargers to clinch the 1 seed. If they beat the Chargers to clinch the 1 seed, or they need the Patriots to lose, or Jacksonville, or no, they need the Patriots. Yeah, they either need the Patriots and Jacksonville to lose. The 2 seed is the New England Patriots at 13-3. They clinch a playoff spot. They get the 1 seed with a win and a Broncos loss. Jacksonville Jaguars clinch the 3 seed, or the Jaguars clinch the playoff spot at 12-4. They already clinched the playoff spot. The Jaguars can get the 1 seed with the Broncos and the Patriots loss, plus the Jaguars win. Currently, the 4 seed is the Pittsburgh Steelers at 9-7. They have a 40% chance to make the playoffs, playing the Ravens this week after their win over the Browns. And if the Steelers beat the Ravens, they're in the playoffs. The 5 seed is currently the Houston Texans at 11-5. They clinch the 5th seed with a win. Well, actually, no, the Texans can actually clinch the division with a win and a Jaguars loss. The Chargers are currently the 6th seed at 11-5. They can clinch the 5th seed with a win with a win and the Texans loss, they can clinch the fifth. They can clinch the fifth seed, and the Bills, who are currently the seventh seed at 11-5, they can clinch the highest seed. The Bills can get as the fifth seed, but they would need a win plus a Texans and a Chargers loss. But the Bills, they're the highest seed they can get is the fifth seed. And there's only one team on the bubble currently in the AFC, and that's the Baltimore Ravens at 8-8. They have a 60% chance to make the playoffs. All they got to do is beat the Steelers in Week 18. Teams that are already eliminated, we already know this. Indianapolis Colts at 8-8, Miami Dolphins at 7-9, the Cincinnati Bengals at 6-10, Kansas City Chiefs at 6-10, Cleveland Browns at 4-12, Tennessee Titans at 3-13, the New York Jets at 3-13, and the Las Vegas Raiders at 2-14. Now, on the NFC side of things, currently the number one seed is the Seattle Seahawks at 13-3. They clinched the 1 seed with a win over the 49ers. The 2 seed currently is the Chicago Bears at 11-5. They can clinch the 2 seed with a win or an Eagles loss. The Eagles are currently the 3 seed at 11-5. They can clinch the 2 seed with a win and a Bears loss. The current 4th seed is the Carolina Panthers at 8-8 with a 72% chance to make the playoffs. All they got to do is beat the Buccaneers, and they're in. The 5th seed is the San Francisco 49ers at 12-4. 49ers can clinch their division and the 1 seed with a win over the Seahawks. The 6th seed currently is the Los Angeles Rams at 11-5. They can clinch the 5th seed with a win. Well, no, I think they're locked into the 6th seed now. I think so. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, the 7th seed, the Green Bay Packers, they're 9-6-1. They are locked into the 7th seed no matter what. So the Packers are automatically going to play the 2 seed in the wildcard round. So I would imagine Packers probably resting guys in Week 18 against the Vikings. And the one team that's on the bubble in the NFC is the 7-9 Buccaneers with a 28% chance to make the playoffs. In order for the Buccaneers to make the playoffs, they need to beat the Panthers and they need the Saints to beat the Falcons in order for the Buccaneers to make the playoffs. And you might be like, why Atlanta? Well, because if the Buccaneers win and Atlanta wins, it's a 3-way tie for the number 1 in the division at 8-9, and the 3-way tie would go to Carolina. So, because Carolina would have swept Atlanta, and they would have had a better NFC record against the other team. So, yeah. And teams that are eliminated, the 8-8 Vikings, Lions at 8-8, Cowboys at 7-8-1, Falcons at 7-9, Saints at 6-10, Commanders 4-12, Cardinals 3-13, Giants 3-13. So, do you have anything else to say?
Nope, we're good.
All right. Give our shout outs for popping into the stream. Shout out to the NOLA Chop Podcast 84, Connor. Shout out to Tyler Wigg. And that's it. Shout out to y'all. Dad, where can they find you?
Mic'd Up YouTube channel. Y'all go subscribe. And I'm on Hurricane Mike Show every week.
Yep, later, Connor. You can also find me at Hurricane Mike, Kyle Phelps, and Keeping It Real Who Dat Sports Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn the bell until we don't miss another upload. And Dad, we leave them as always with a who dat. And don't be a what?
Don't be a Falcons fan. Y'all don't have no first round pick.
Nope. Nothing.
Not this year.